Wait, does that mean I have scale? Does that mean I have scale mail armor?
That's what I'm trying to figure out.
You really want to use it though?
Well, I don't want to take it off. I mean, what if the curse is taking off the armor or something? I don't know. Let's see. What kind of boost of AC would scale mail be? That's what, 16? Hey, it's a +1 to AC.
I
Is it a
want to
disadvantage
double
to
check
stealth,
something
though?
really
is.
quick. I believe I did the same thing I did last week, where I keep calling splint mail scale mail.
Oh, was it splint?
I'm double checking right now.
I'll take splint. If I'm gonna have disadvantage, I might as well have +3 to AC.
No, scale mail. That's right.
Ah, damn. I was hoping it was Threx's split mail.
So I'm trying to do this fucking mission for Cullen while we wait, and the only one, it's a war table mission, and the only person who can do it is Josephine, and I set her on a war table mission that's going to take another 6 hours.
Bummer.
And as far as I can tell, there's no way to cancel this.
So, theoretical question.
Yeah.
Scale mail is medium armor, and I don't have proficiency in medium armor. So if it is just armor, would I be at a disadvantage to all attack rolls?
So
Theoretically.
I believe. So you yourself know yourself to not be proficient in medium armor,
Yes.
and this does feel significantly heavier than like all the kind of light leather armors you're used to wearing.
Mm-hmm.
But you're slowly but gradually getting used to it.
Okay.
Although you have a feeling that if you were to take off the studded leather you're wearing underneath the scale mail,
Mm-hmm.
it might help a little bit, since you're kind of doubling up on armors,
So,
which isn't very helpful at all.
mm-hmm. Okay.
No, that means they have to make 2 attack rolls just to see if they get through the first and second armor.
Oh, that means you add the ACs together, so you've
Right.
got like 30 something AC. You're
I
fine.
have disadvantage on attack rolls, but they can't hit me.
Guys, we're double plate armor. Come on.
That should be a thing, actually. It's like
Now,
you move 5 feet, but you have a 36 AC.
I want a triple layer shield then.
Triple layer.
I want +6 to my AC for my shield.
Okay. So that's a thing. So it's 14 plus a max of 2. And going off of this thing, of the things, where did where would I have written that down?
What are you looking for?
Oh, the that revelation thing. I don't think I put it on my character sheet.
Okay.
Where would I put that?
Revelation thing?
Yeah. Zen and I have been talking over the last week. Be wary.
Yeah, I assumed there must have been some sort of like back behind the scenes gaming going on for certain behaviors.
Just a little.
Yeah, I'm on the right sheet then.
All right.
I don't think I actually put it anywhere. Because
Oh.
this is what I was telling you about. Like, I wish there was more places to put things.
Yeah. You could probably put it in the class features.
Class features. Yeah, I could do that. Class features. Oh, you know what? I did put it right there. Hey, look at that. Class features.
There you go.
Okay, so this is another question. Since we're going all like off the charts here, that revelation says that I get to add my dexterity modifier to metal armor. So would that overwrite what the book says about the dexterity modifier?
It basically functions as light armor, which I believe is it's doing
There's
on your
no
character
limit.
sheet.
There's no limit on your dexterity
Right.
modifier.
Right, which is what light armor is.
Right. Okay.
So, like, if you go over to your armor,
Oh, hello.
and so
Okay,
you
so
see
you
that
just put
kind of
light on
middle clickable column where you have to set it light, medium, heavy.
Yep.
So there, basically automatically knows light armor. There's no limit. Medium armor maxes out at 2, and heavy armor
Right.
It
Yeah.
ignores
This,
your dex.
this stops us from having to sit there and do the magic bonuses and all that. Crap.
exactly.
Gotcha. Cool.
I'm going to go ahead and click you over to the wearing scale mail.
That's fine.
Awesome.
Woohoo! Oh my god.
Ooh.
I am so not gonna die as easy now. Except
You
for
say that.
Illyria.
You say that
Well, I've got a plan, so I got to go into town, but
to find
once
the
we're-
nearest cliff and
Yes.
find a means of destroying this armor.
I need a
By any means
volcano.
possible.
I need a volcano.
Volcano.
No, actually, I'm gonna buy a shield.
You need volcano insurance?
Yes. That's actually not bad because if I add a shield to that,
You'll be on par with your bender.
I will be on par with Gerbender. But I need to wait until
Good.
level 6. I gotta wait
Get
till
up front,
level
do
6.
something.
I can, but I have to wait till level 6 so I can have Warcaster so I can actually cast while wielding a shield. So
And in melee range, so you don't get opportunity
Well,
attacks every time you do it.
I've been meaning to ask Zen. We talked about this before. I was reading up on the opportunity attacks. Were we going to change
Yeah.
that, or are we going to stick with what we've been running?
I'm okay with changing it if you guys are. If
Okay.
so, basically,
yeah.
Lucas reread bits of the. I think it's in the spell section.
It's in opportunity attacks under combat.
So basically, we've been doing opportunity attacks a little bit wrong as far as ranged attacks go. So ranged attacks, you still get it off, but it's with disadvantage. You don't get an opportunity attack.
Yeah. So the book says that you only get an opportunity attack when someone leaves your threat range. So it's
Yeah.
only on movement. Everything else, if you do a ranged within combat, if it has an attack roll, you have disadvantage on that roll.
Okay.
Yeah. Other than that, you can sit there and cast all day in melee if you want. So
So Illyria can be point blank shooting people in the face.
yeah, she just rolls with disadvantage. Are you just testing that, or are you actually using
Yeah.
that?
I was testing it.
Okay. I was going to say, don't waste a level 3 right after a rest.
Don't tell him what to do.
So,
Get more health.
More.
Zen, which would you prefer? To have the number down here at the healing or up in the description?
I think it in the healing would be better.
I think
though.
in the healing, yeah.
Okay.
More or less so that I can like quickly look and be like, okay, healing 4 hit
Yeah.
points.
Right. So instead it'll look like this once it, works.
So I still haven't figured out what my curse is. This is going to be great. It's going to come up at an opportune time, and I'm going to like jump off a cliff. And by the way, you don't have as much movement speed or some bullshit like that.
By the way, you have 0 movement speed. You'll never jump off another cliff again.
I'm still curious. So have you
grounded.
figured out what the curse is?
Yes.
Oh, you're not going to tell me, are you?
So
You're sneaky.
so the armor is cursed?
No, it's I'm pulling a class from Pathfinder,
Ah,
and we adapted it to D&D.
you are cursed.
And basically the class gets cleric-like abilities, but they're like extraordinary cleric abilities, but they're cursed as well.
And to meta that, they're cleric abilities.
They're
but he
cleric
also gets a
abilities.
curse. Not extraordinary by any means.
Well,
Extraordinary in that Lothar didn't have them before, but now he also doesn't have his warlock spell.
well, yes, but by extraordinary abilities, I mean the revelations, which are like the domain powers of the cleric, but they are generally, because you are cursed, they're like twice as strong as the cleric's domain powers, kind of thing. So You take a huge negative, but you also get a huge bonus at the same time.
So wait a second. You're no longer a warlock. You're now a cleric.
I am an
Essentially,
oracle.
yes.
Essentially, yes. Basically, it's an adaptation of the cleric.
Well, just as long as you. Well, I guess if you're going to become like the healer thing.
No. I am not a healer. But I have. I mean, I'm a bard too, so I still have access to healing spells if I need them. But
I'm so confused.
basically, what I did is I took a oracle path, which is similar to the war cleric, or I think it's a war cleric. So it's more battle orientated.
Which is what I am.
Right. So I'm going to be kind of more buffed in combat, so I don't die right away. Hopefully. We'll see what this curse
Basically,
does to
you
me.
guys are kind of sort of doubling up on cleric ability, like cleric spell-like things.
Yeah.
So that more people can be healing, or like you guys can be switching off. And additionally, while I believe it's the war cleric has access to like a table of spells they get at like such and such level, the oracle has different spells.
Yeah, I get that they had to.
Also,
Yeah.
Also something I just remembered about that we were talking about. The cleric is able to change their spells daily, whereas with this one, he has to pick them, and that's what he gets.
It's like the sorcerer. Like you get your spell, and that's it.
So you get cleric spells and a sorcerer path.
Kind of, sort of.
Yeah. So I get to pick off the cleric spell list for that class.
Yeah, because it looks like for me is the war domain cleric at 1st, 3rd, 5th, 7th, and 9th. So basically every odd level, I get one cleric spell that I could have taken, but I permanently know it, and it's like auto prepared.
Right. Yeah.
And then I get
similar to that.
And then I get one that seems to come from a variety of classes. Like magic weapon, I'm pretty sure is a wizard spell. And shield of faith, I'm guessing was probably a cleric spell. Yeah, shield of faith was, then divine favor may have been another one.
Yeah. So for instance, in the D&D adaptation of this one, I can some of the spells come from the wizard's class, the paladin's class, the cleric class spell lists for we'll call them the domain abilities. But then I also get things called revelation. So for instance, I took the armor mastery revelation, which lets me add my dexterity modifier as long as the armor is metal.
And that's kind of like the class abilities people get at like third.
Yeah.
Right.
So I get different things, and so the oracle is a metal oracle, so I get things that are related to metal. So.
Interesting.
Yep. So if I get one more level of oracle, I get to choose another one. Which I think I know what it is, but I'm going to have to talk to you, Zen, about it to see if we can tweak it a little bit, because it seems a little ridiculous.
All right.
It seems underpowered for what it's supposed to do. So we'll have to talk about that one.
You get to add 1 foot to every 5 feet of movement.
No. It's the iron weapon one. It's once per short rest. And I think that it should be, I don't know, like it should be more than that, I think. Because it's not really doing anything. You know, it's not like it's a spell or anything. It's just a weapon. You still have to be in melee for it.
Well, it's essentially a magic weapon.
You have to be level 6 before it can actually be magic. Otherwise, it's just steel.
Well, you'll be getting it at 6th level.
That's true. basically, I just want to use it more.
Because like the way I was reading the
That's an excellent argument. I like this. It's good. I just want to use it more. So why don't you let me do that?
Let me do that.
it's like the Metal Oracle is essentially meant to kind of get up close and a lot more personal
Mhm.
than your typical spellcaster.
Yeah.
And so I was picturing that as being something useful. So like when they finally close the gap between you and them, you got something that you can stab at them with that won't take disadvantage for being like a ranged attack. And it's a magical weapon.
I guess that's true. I guess I had this imagining of like, oh, I'm gonna change my weapon every round. Well, not really every round, but like when I played Pathfinder, I was able to say, okay, I want to open with a claymore or whatever, or two-handed sword. So I open up with one of those, and then I could switch it to as an action. So it would take my full action to change it, and I would switch it to say a reach pole arm or something. So a two-handed pole arm, so I could have reach, but it'd still take a full action. So it's like every other turn you'd get to attack, and that's how it balanced. So, but that's a thought for another time. Basically, it just gave you more options in melee,
Yeah.
but since you can't get any magical properties besides bypassing magic resistance, it's not like you get anything else on top of it. It's just a standard weapon with melee or with whatever magic resistance. So now if I had that other spell that would make it one size larger, now that would be overpowered, because I could make a I can make a claim. Is it claymore in this game? I can't remember what the hell's the big sword in this game.
Probably like a great sword.
Great sword. That's what it is. Yeah, I could make a great sword do.
When you were talking Claymore, like this whole time, I've just been picturing like a mine. I'm like, well, I guess if you wanted to start with that, sure.
No.
That's Pathfinder.
No, because basically it treats it as one size larger, so you get to actually
Right.
add die and change die. So instead of 2d6, it's like 3d8 or something like that. And then
Right.
being able to switch that out, that's pretty ridiculous. But
So that one table that I saw for that one, I thought was a little wonky, and so the way I was probably thinking about doing it is just like the next die size up.
yeah.
Just because I feel like that table is a lot more complicated than it needed to be.
It really is. Instead of just saying maybe adding a die, instead of
Yeah.
okay, it does 1d6, it does 2d6 because it's bigger. Or like you said, if it does a d6, it does a d8 now or something
Right.
like that. But yeah,
Right.
like once you got to the bigger weapons, you had something that does like 1d10, it does a d12 or 2d10. I don't know. It's
Yeah.
shut up, Shadow. I know. That's what just kept coming to my mind. But yeah, that. So in Pathfinder, I was actually inefficient at combat for like 3 turns because it would take me 1 turn to cast that, 1 turn to get the weapon, then 1 turn to cast that spell, and then I
Okay.
could attack. So that's how it balanced. Like it.
Okay. Yeah.
It took multiple turns before I could even say, okay, now I'm ready to start fighting.
Okay. I was just picturing like every turn you're doing that. I'm like,
No,
I don't
no,
know.
I mean-
that seems pretty OP.
Once
But the way you explain it that way,
Yeah,
that
so
makes
once
a
you
lot more
cast
sense.
the iron weapon, okay, you've got the weapon for basically 10 rounds or whatever it is. But then you would have to cast a spell that lasts for 10 rounds. I don't remember what it was, but it lasts for a certain amount of rounds on that particular weapon. But if you
Right.
change that weapon, that spell drops, and you would have to recast that spell. So there is a balance to it, but I don't think it would work with D&D's combat system because of the way the weapon balance doesn't really work. But being able to have like a reach weapon, or which I wouldn't have a reach weapon with this character, but that was what was cool about the character. Is like, oh, I could have a pole arm first round. Okay, they get in close, great sword. The next turn.
Yeah.
But like I said, another time.
Are we still
And with
waiting
that,
on
it's time
Megan?
for another
Is that what's going on right now?
I think Ben
And I
disappeared
think
again.
Ben just stepped away.
Yeah,
Okay.
she's
Well,
eating, so she's gonna be a while.
That works because I need to take 2 seconds.
Yep.
All right.
We were also discussing class mechanics.
You're also
Yeah, I was
eating
here for
out.
that.
So that's why I was wondering how much money I had, because I wanted to go buy splint mail. I think splint mail, all the heavy armor gets disadvantage, right? I think all the heavy armor does. Oh,
There was
damn
also I'll say
Breastplate.
there's reason why this happened this way.
it. What?
There's reasons why this happened this way.
Oh, the
what I'll say.
scale mail and me being cursed. That thing. That
Well, I
reason?
mean that is more or less so you can get the new class that you wanted.
Oh.
But there's a reason why it happened the way it did.
Yeah. I was sitting there. I don't remember what I was doing. I think I was just sitting up at the table eating dinner one night, and I was like, "How can I get the most use out of this particular ability?" And I was like, "Well, I could totally like kill Illyria and just buy splint mail and have disadvantage on my strength checks or my or stealth checks, but I would have a 20 AC."
I
Once
would
I go
say
buy a
good
shield.
luck killing Illyria.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean. I mean, I would if we took that rule set and with this, I would have a 20 AC with splint mail, and I'm planning on buying a shield. I'd have a 22 AC
Right.
with splint mail.
And that's like her average roll with disadvantage.
Right. So she'd still kill me, but I just wouldn't be as sneaky because I have disadvantage on stealth rolls.
You would just be heavier when you died.
Yeah. I'd fall faster to the bottom of that chasm that's 2,000 feet down.
That sounded like a devious laugh.
That was quite a devious laugh, yes.
We were more or less just talking about Lothar dying off of a cliff again.
This time just falling slightly faster. I only get 5 rounds to react instead of 10.
Yeah, when I actually started running like some of the real math on how fast you should have fallen, you should have fallen like 200 feet in about 7 seconds.
I was looking up the same thing afterwards, and I was like, "Oh,
He's only like 35
he would have
pounds.
taken a lot more damage."
He's only
Yeah, a lot more damage,
Yeah,
a lot
Like,
less
there-
time to react.
there would have been 0 ROM left at the bottom, and not enough rope for
Well,
the
if
party.
Rom was a bard, he could have used cutting words on the ground and reduced his damage. Actually, no, it's attack roll, so I wouldn't know where to anyway. I curse you, ground, and I survive.
The ground rolls with disadvantage against me.
Oh my gosh.
If only you had raged.
Seriously, though, if I would have dropped animal form and raged, I would have survived.
If you would have raged and then gone animal form, you would have survived too.
If I would have drank in that flying potion that was
Flying
in my
potion.
inventory, I would have survived. Pretty coming, man.
If you would have just walked around the rock ledge the way you should have.
If I walked on the wall, I could have just been over there in one turn and it would have been fine. But no, I had to jump because it was cooler.
What did we learn?
That's got to be the dumbest player kill ever.
Bad decisions.
Like, I seriously wanted to tweet Matt Mercer and be like, yeah, I just jumped off a cliff because I thought I could.
I did a bad thing.
I did a bad thing and I failed 12 rolls. God, that was terrible.
Would a pickle make you feel better?
If it's a magic pickle, I would like it.
All right.
Oh man.
So the sun is starting to get lower in the sky as the bubble around the party just kind of gradually dissipates, kind of signifying that the 8 hours is up.
We got a built-in alarm clock. Hello, sunshine. Hello, squirrels. And half of our people aren't here.
I'm here.
Oh, are you? Welcome
I'm
back.
here.
Well, welcome back. Hey, look at that. Hey, we're all here. Never mind. Holy hell.
All right, let's get to the quarry.
Okay.
All right.
Time for some murder boboing.
What were we doing at the quarry? I don't know. I wasn't. What's special about the quarry?
Trying to find out more about this priest prophet guy and what he's doing in town.
All right, so you guys are beelining it straight for the quarry.
Is it dark yet?
The sun is setting as you guys make your way back to town.
And I
Going
guess
kind of around town, not through it.
Okay. This is-
I would like to note that I would like to use my background feature because I've got one of those.
All right, which is
If we are not in combat, we move twice as fast in the city if I'm leading the party.
I do believe you're going around the city though,
Well,
If-
shit on a brick, never mind.
more or less to kind of not draw suspicion.
Hey, who let that big
Exactly.
Okay, well, next time we're in a city, I can get us there twice as fast. All right, guys? Just saying.
All right, so would you guys like to approach from the north or from the west? Or the northwest?
Both.
North and west at the
Northwest
same
it
time.
is.
Actually, I see layman there. Let's come from the north.
The quarry is what? 18?
Yes, the top left one on the map.
Oh, we want to come from the north then, right?
Right there.
I am not going down any quarry cliffs. So I am walking around.
1 second. I'm actually on the quarry map, just dropping your tokens here so you guys can see.
Dun, dun, dun. Wow, I've got
And
17
boom.
AC. I'm so happy.
All right. And then... As you guys kind of approach the edge of the, begin approaching the quarry from the north of the town, you can see the kind of flickering of torchlight still present in the quarry itself, and you can hear the clanking of tools on stone.
Is that over here?
That's over here. This here is kind of the edge of the quarry, and so like once you get to the edge, you can peer down inside of it.
I
I
didn't
want
see
to
what
do
you
some
put.
recon.
So, like there's the, you should be able to see the
Ah.
edge there. Though.
Yes, okay. That makes sense. I was making sure. Okay.
Lothar, not knowing what this armor is going to do to him, will not follow Illyria as closely as he normally would.
All right.
And Miyoshi will follow Illyria if she's going up first. But I'm going to stay at least 30 feet behind her.
Oh my god, Bill, you rolled a 2? You
Oh
fall
my
down
God.
the chasm. A bucket appears on your foot as you're walking down.
I felt good about that roll going in. I was like, yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see. Let's see if I'm as bad as you today.
I think someone needs to get past without a trace to help these
Hey!
poor people who
I
can't.
can walk with Illyria.
Mushi, would you like to run Cassie while she's at dinner?
I can. Let me grab
Oh.
her sheet.
I think
Oh, I don't have.
You do now.
Okay, I do now.
and I'm gonna look to Illyria and say I'm just gonna signal like 30 feet. Is that good?
And yeah, she'll
We got this today. The
Oh my
second one was
God.
Cassie.
So, Lothar, let's see your stealth roll.
Son of a bitch.
So the women are gonna go recon.
Lothar is gonna go recon too.
But you have
good
armor that
know.
we don't trust, so you stay behind.
No, I'm staying behind, but I am being a lot quieter than the dragonborn beside me.
Okay,
Clinging heap of metal, stealthy
we wanna
beside you guys.
kind of like belly crawl up to the edge, I guess, so that we can look over.
Okay, so real quick, I will say this: to the right of your tokens is the north.
You mean the left of our tokens? No, the right.
The right.
Like
it
we're
might be
coming in
flipping
from
my
the north.
image. Yeah, if you're
Okay.
you're
So we're
coming
saying,
from the
like,
north, so
here.
just to the right of your tokens, that direction is the north.
Okay.
And so, like, the entrance to the quarry is like on the south of this map.
Okay. So to the east.
Yes.
Got it. Well, I don't want the entrance just yet. I want like a ledge with height to it so that I can look in.
Okay.
So that would be like along like this
Here.
line here.
Yes.
Okay.
You won't let me draw on the map.
No, you're
I didn't
drawing.
mean
Yeah,
to.
you're
I'm
drawing.
I
sorry.
really drew on the map.
I was trying to draw an arrow, like, stay south.
Yeah, I was.
No,
I
like,
think it's just
I can
that
see it.
bluish color, so it's harder
I
to
can
see.
it.
Or you might not be able to see it because I don't know if your lighting goes out that far.
No, I've got like a 5-foot lighting radius.
Yeah, no, it's kind of an arrow. You did pretty good.
So Illyria is like low and she's got her hood up so that her hair is covered.
All right. So
And I see
Lyria-
her doing that belly crawl thing, so I like flop down and start crawling.
oh my god! And that's where the 2 comes clanking down.
So Lyria makes it to the edge, and she can see a number of villagers still kind of just laboring in the quarry down below. An amassment of an amassment of rocks of all sizes and sorts, kind of in the middle of the quarry here, surrounded by villagers, and kind of across the way, you can make out what looks like a small shed on the other side. The majority of the workers have torchlights kind of about them, illuminating their work for them. But it does not appear that they have noticed the presence of the party.
Fucking better not have.
Because I sound just like the tools. Ding, 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 ding.
Essentially.
Okay. And does the shack look like the... Does it look like the one that they exited out of in the other quarry? Was that the other quarry or was that this one? It was the other one.
So that was this quarry, but you guys didn't actually go out. You just kind of looked through the door, and the kind of hillside, the edge of the... What's behind you, if you would like to turn around, looks similar in appearance to what Illyria saw through that doorway that she
Okay.
was at.
And real quick, Cassie has kind of a light around her. I want to make sure she doesn't have a lantern on.
She does not. It should just
Okay.
be like a little light.
Yeah, it's just a little one, but I didn't think she could see anything in the dark. So,
Dim light with it. Basically, you can
That's-
perceive dim light in 5
That's
feet.
basically so you can see around yourself so that you're not just looking at the all black screen.
okay. Okay. I was just making sure.
Okay.
Damn it, Gabender.
So she's gonna... Oh my god, Ben, really?
But I already failed my stealth roll. Doesn't matter.
But
Well,
you
if
sound
hadn't
like all the
moved
pigs
up
in the
there.
quarry.
Alright. So she's gonna back away from the edge. And go back to the group, who seems to be not...
Seems to be
We're not
scattered.
there.
Why do I have like a tiny radius around myself?
You shouldn't. Oh,
I have like a tiny thing of...
that's just what Roll20 started doing, which is weird.
Oh, okay.
I don't know why, but I don't know why it's doing it, but basically that little bit of light around you is what people without dark vision see.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's what I see all the time.
right?
That's what Cassie has.
That's why Rom was like, I'm gonna sit on Threx's shoulder so I can see.
Wow. You poor bastard.
It's pretty bad.
Illyria's like, I could see out to 120 feet. And I'm like, I can't see shit. Can't even see my token.
Oh my god.
That's why I didn't follow you back. I have no idea you left.
Nope.
Valeria's gonna sigh and come on up here and be like, let's go.
What's the
Whisper.
purple line there?
That's just like the cliffside. So to the
Oh,
right of the line, you can't see down there. To the left of it, you can see down there.
So I want to like get up to just the edge and be able to look over.
Right. Like you can still see the torchlight coming up from something, so you could kind of generally make your way over there fine.
So she's gonna whisper at Grimender to pull back.
Oh, shit. Huh. Okay.
Oh my god.
All right. And after significantly more tings and pingings on stone, you can hear a soul voice kind of calling out into the quarry. Come on, lads, if you want to earn your pay, you got to work through the night to make this shipment. Come on, put your backs into it, you lazy sods. You want to get paid, don't you?
So it doesn't sound like this is gonna be empty anytime tonight. So Illyria's just gonna tell them there's 7.
Damn.
Yeah,
I
7
can't throw my
workers in the
voice. Oh, if only Thaumaturgy could allow you to throw your voice instead of just amplify it.
Wait, doesn't
Oh, well.
Rom have something like that?
Well, it doesn't matter now, does it? Because Ron's dead.
I mean, okay, yeah, yes, you're right. Yes. Lothar. Ogar.
Loktar Olgar.
Yeah.
So do we want to circle around to the south and try and get in?
Well, if they're gonna be working through the night,
That was my world.
do you think that cleric guy's gonna show up? He's the one we want to find.
He may be already in there, for all we know.
But the people said that he was just speaking in the quarry. They didn't say he was underground.
Well, we can wait, but I didn't see him down there.
I don't think he's gonna show tonight. Not with people working.
If he.
Can I ask what this pink line is right here?
It's the same thing as the purple line.
Okay, it's just another ledge, basically.
Yep.
Okay.
I think someone of his stature would most likely be in a foreman's shack or some form of building on the premises. He wouldn't be out and about. If we find that building, and there should be one, that would be where he would be, I think.
Well, we'll have to move regardless because we can't see over the big pile of rocks in the center.
Agreed.
So let's move east and see if we can see around it.
Or if we want to stay high, we go west. Up this
I would vote on staying high, so let's go west.
Okay.
Okay.
So they'll circle around to the west?
So west meaning north or west meaning
Yeah.
south?
Meaning
Top
north.
Top of your screen.
All right. As the party kind of starts circling the quarry below, there are large rocks that don't appear to have been disturbed, more or less kind of just ignored because they were kind of just in the way. So the quarry kind of just avoided them.
Okay. Can they be gone around or is it over?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because,
Going around.
yeah, there's also like grass and stuff further to the up of this map.
Further to the up.
We are sneaking by.
Oh god. Heavy
Do
armor
these-
and rocks. Not pleasant.
Do these triangles mean anything, or
No,
are they just?
that
I-
came
I'm
with
gonna-
the map.
Do my best to
Okay.
walk around the rocks into that grass that we can't
Yeah,
see.
I'm assuming
Right.
I'm walking through the
Right.
grass as well. I'm like, yeah, I don't trust this new armor that's got tons of little metal pieces that clunk against each other.
Okay, so if she goes up to the edge on this side,
Will we have to do another stealth check, or are we still good because we super sneaky?
I will say you don't need to make me another stealth check because it seems like with all this noise that's going on and all the noise Grubender made earlier, it seems that they can't really hear what's going on up here so much.
I hope I'm. Oh, hey, there! I see somebody.
And I will say that like the larger rocks up to the up of this map are more or less like difficult terrain.
So we were slower
Who's
walking
this?
through them.
But yeah, what?
who is this?
Oh, so circling along
Jolly.
Mine
The
number
edge.
42.
the quarry and peering over the side once again, you can see what looks to be 3 smaller sheds lining this wall of the quarry. More workers, also with torchlight, kind of just continuing to pound away with pickaxes of varying sorts. You can see several wagons full of rocks and several workers placing rocks into the wagons. And towards the entrance of the quarry, you can see a small dwarven woman.
Was
That
she the
is
one that was shouting?
She is continuing to shout out orders to the other individuals working in the quarry.
Do any of these sheds like butt up to the rock wall? Like, does it look like they're concealing
All
any
3
tunnel?
of them seem to be up against the rock wall.
Oh, great.
No sneaking behind them.
I mean, Illyria presumably would know that if you're going to make a secret entrance, you want to make it as less obvious as possible. It's like you wouldn't want one shed, for instance, to stand out from the others.
Based on what I saw when I looked out of the shed, can I figure out which one would be the one that has the
Probably the middle, possibly the left, or possibly the top.
Okay. Alright. So she'll back up a little bit again, pull everybody with her.
Oh, God, I'm so glad I'm keeping this to myself.
What?
Oh, I was just thinking to myself, hey, I have Featherfall. I could just jump down the side.
I have a spider climb. I could walk down the side.
Just,
I
I
have a
have high
flying
strength. I
person.
could throw someone off the side.
no, I was just thinking, I was like, what if I just float into the middle of all these people? I wonder what they would say.
I am your god.
I am your god.
I come from above.
So she's gonna kind of shrug and just be like, there's nobody there. There's no priest. If he's talking to anyone, he might be doing it inside the mountain, or he's not doing it all. Or he's not doing it yet. I don't know.
Can everyone go ahead and roll me a straight up wisdom check?
Straight up
Wisdom.
Shit.
That's one of my better ones.
That's not
I have a
one
1 in
of my
wisdom.
better
Why
ones.
can't it be a
Oh,
saving
what
throw?
up?
All
Natural
right.
20 to
Ha!
So, Illyria, as these words are leaving your mouth, you're immediately recalling what the half-wit, half-orc said to you guys about how it seemed that the priest in charge, more or less, that was giving the speech the night before, Larock, said that he was leaving the town because the Delvers seemed to be upset. And he said that he was leaving the town in order to save them from the Delvers' wrath.
So he might already be gone.
Yeah.
It's very possible.
So we're out here in the dark, in the cold, doing recon, when we could be back napping for our trip tomorrow.
We already napped
Yes.
today.
Good job,
We
team.
did sleep today already.
No, I can always sleep.
I can put up a hut right here if we need it.
No, I would not sleep. Listen.
And as the party continues to talk amongst themselves, Illyria and Lothar can hear it sounds like a low, distant rumbling.
Oh shit.
Wait.
Kind of.
Have we heard
Um,
this type of rumbling before?
I don't believe you have.
So
Can we pinpoint a location that it's coming from?
direction?
It's faint, but it sounds possibly like it's coming from the quarry's direction.
Let's go kill shit.
There's nothing to kill yet.
I know, but
God.
There's that devil child coming out. Let's kill it.
Evelyn, calm your
there's
shit.
something rumbling. Let's find it.
Gripander, I thought you ate before we left.
Fucking murder.
I finished my last bagel. I didn't have anything else to eat.
If only Ram were here with his good berries.
After a moment or two, the other three members of the party, in addition to Illyria and Lothar, can feel a bit of a rumbling under their feet. Like
So
the
she's
ground
like an
itself seems to be
Earthquake,
quivering
you feel?
a little bit, yeah.
Obviously, they don't have like dynamite in this time period, so explosives would probably.
You can see some of the pebbles kind of lining the quarry begin kind of toppling and falling inside as they kind of
So-
start vibrating.
Stay away from the edges.
Mm.
She's gonna back away from the edge of the quarry.
I will also back away. Seems like a good idea.
And you said it was coming from what direction?
The direction of the quarry, somewhere in the quarry.
Somewhere in the quarry.
She's gonna wait a minute more and see if it settles down.
Seems to be gradually growing louder, and
Do I notice
moment-
any of the miners scared?
Funny enough that you would say that, because as it grows louder, you can hear the shriek of somebody from down in the quarry,
Oh.
in addition to what sounds like an explosion of rock and stone down
That's-
below,
Fun.
followed by a shrill chittering.
Oh.
Ah, that's not what I meant to do.
Holy
It's the
hell!
music.
Lothar, being the only one kind of close to the edge of the cliffside, you can see this large insectoid-like creature burst from the rock pile in the middle of the quarry
Ooh.
and snap at one of the villagers closest to the pile.
Amazing.
Shit! What is that creature?
Can
I
we
can
get
see
rid of
part of
like
it.
this shadow right here? Are we high enough that that would not be casting light to block us?
Oh, one more square.
You're sure?
Okay, I see a leg and something that looks like Cell's head.
Well, it still is more.
I see a
The
Shaihu.
majority of this creature is still in this rock pile,
Oh.
so it's difficult to make out from the edge of the cliff. Everyone but Lothar has no idea what he is seeing.
I don't suppose I would have read anything or. about
But
this.
the villager quickly stumbles back as what appears to be some kind of snapping jaw closes right over the air where the villager was a moment ago. As the villager falls back to his feet and continues shrieking. And the remainder of those working in the quarry slowly kind of just drop their pickaxes and stop working.
Slowly?
Well,
Well,
like one by one as they realize what's happening.
I'd have
They
been
start
peaced out
running
20
out of
minutes
the
ago.
quarry.
Peace out.
Oh, shit.
Okay,
Okay,
since
so
there's no like screaming and stuff, I'm not gonna bother being stealthy. I'm gonna come up to the edge and see what the hell's going on.
yeah,
They're
I'm gonna,
screaming
I'm,
when
I'm
they're
gonna,
coming
I'm gonna say, group. There's a
Why is
large
my computer
insectoid
doing that?
down the way.
All right, and as you guys come up to the edge, you can see this. It takes you a moment to realize it amongst the rocks, but you can see some kind of insectoid-like creature, almost like an enormous praying mantis in appearance.
Would you say that it's akin to a lobster, perhaps?
It seems to be possibly of the
rock
lobster family.
Lobster?
A rock lobster, yes.
Rock lobster!
I'll bring the butter.
So Illyria is gonna shoot it because she gets sneak attack and assassinate.
And Bender is going to look down at the cliff and see if there's like ledges like most quarries have that like are easily jumpable, as opposed to sheer cliffside.
So looking along the quarry, Grabender sees the side that you guys were approaching from does seem to have a gradual decline to it. But the side you guys are against now looks like the larger stones could be climbed down. But it would take a little bit of care. Not so much like a steep drop from the rocks, but double movement.
I have a thing for this as well.
So if I shoot it right now, is it
Yeah.
surprised?
So you get the surprise, yes, and
Yes.
everybody go ahead and roll me initiative.
And I'm going to tell everybody to gather around.
I mean, if she's going to shoot it, theoretically,
I'll go last, guys. Don't worry.
could we all get in on the surprise round?
Yeah,
I'm out of range. I can't.
if everyone wants to shoot
Well, I
at
guess
it.
I could scoot up and hit.
I can do that.
So that'll be 22 damage if a 25 hit.
All right.
Yeah, I can hit it from 60.
Just saw a bunch of dice.
What do I have that's from 60 feet?
Bender, have you rolled initiative yet?
I have not.
Okay.
And I'm trying to find something for Cassie to
I
roll.
was trying to check my spells.
I think the best thing I have is Sacred Flame, since I'm no longer a warlock. And I just realized then that all the spells I picked are either range or self, or touch or self. I don't have any range spells. Holy shit!
When I think about you, I touch my.
That's very much in tune with your, up in their face sort of thing.
It is actually, yes. That is part of the plan.
Unfortunately, you're on a fucking cliff.
Unfortunately for you, I have a way down.
I need
And
to
I
like
can bring
change
the
my
whole
color.
party if need be.
I have my own way down.
Well, I can bring everybody down. You don't have to use your spider thing,
25.
so you can get back up.
Oh.
Seriously? 4d6 and I roll 8?
Oh.
Wait. Guiding
How many one? You only rolled 1-1, but you rolled like
I'm
2
gonna
3s.
do this one.
7 plus 22 damage.
How about that one?
Holy shit.
It's only 60 feet range.
I'm in 60 feet.
Oh, you bastard.
I could hit
I
the
was at
corner.
70.
All right, so an arrow flies down the side of the quarry and slams into the eye of this creature. And it lets out a shrill screech as it somewhat raises out of the rocks that it was more or less burrowed in, as Mishi fires off these 3 scorching rays, each
Don't
one
do
slamming
anything.
into the rocks around it, not having any effect on the creature itself, as Cassie fires off 3 bolts of magic missile, each one slamming into the creature for 11 damage total, as Grabender lets off his guiding bolt for 8 points of radiant damage.
And the next attack roll made against this target for the end of my next turn has advantage.
All right, so
That's
that
for
would
you,
be
Or is that in general?
This next attack roll.
So, me.
and Lothar fires off a sacred flame for 15 radiant damage.
Ooh, did he fail his save? Nice.
Oh. One sec.
Damn it.
Probably failed it.
God damn
Shit.
it.
I should have
He does fail it.
Damn it.
And with that, the charred husk of this creature flops out of the hole it had burrowed moments ago.
Oh, it's dead?
Murder hobos.
And the rumbling continues. Illyria, what would you like?
Oh,
Wait. I'm not going down there if I don't have to.
All right, Lothar.
I'm gonna look to Grbender and say, "Do you want to go down? I can get us down if you want to get down there." And I'll ready my action based on his response on his turn.
All right.
Can I go ahead and
And-
respond, or do I need to wait?
Let's say go ahead and respond, and as you do, you can
Free
hear
action.
the rumbling of and the explosion of rocks as 3 more creatures burst from the rock pile down below.
Well,
We're gonna save those people. We have to get down there.
All right, I'm going to, based on what he said, wholeheartedly, I'm going to cast Featherfall. I'm going to touch him, and I'm going to use it on myself as well, and we can glide down.
All right.
Do I get to shoot now that they've shown up?
So I will say you can cast it on up to 5.
I figured I'd leave the casters up there.
Okay, so just you and Grbender have Featherfall?
Yep.
All
Well,
right.
I mean, I don't know how it only lasts for a minute, so yeah, I'll cast it on everybody. I guess that works.
Oh, yeah.
Like, if they want to come down, they can.
And Illyria, as they burst out of the ground, I'm assuming you would like to shoot one.
I want to shoot one. Okay. This
Alright.
one is the only one I can see. So
All right.
we're gonna shoot that guy. Oh hell yeah!
Oh my god!
Get
Natural
on.
So that's
20.
going to be
21?
That's
Damn.
16. See, that's double the damage roll, right?
No,
Double
No,
the dice.
she's got a crit damage.
assassinate
Use
is
the crit.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's right.
21 damage as it slams into the eye of this creature.
Fuck you! I'm doing
And
the
it
Queen
lets out a
Elizabeth.
shrill screech
Fuck you!
and snaps at the closest 2 villagers
Oh,
as it
sorry,
climbs
villagers.
out of its hole.
Aw, puppy.
It's her
And-
bedtime, and she wants to take her toy to bed with her.
Aw.
Let her.
She'll sit there and hold it and carry it and walk back and forth by the door until I let her go to bed.
And it clamps down on a villager and just cuts him right in half.
Oh shit!
Uh-oh. We have to get in
Sorry,
good graces
villager.
so that way Gunther can walk in peace in the city again.
Grimbender's an angle.
Yep.
Is he a cute?
I am. I'm a very
I don't know.
I don't know, he might be a little obtuse.
He is a dragonborn.
He's a little obtuse with his intelligence of 8.
Alright, so...
And a spray of some kind of green liquid flies over the pile of rocks, slamming into the other villager, who lets out a
Take
blood-curdling scream as the skin melts from his face and he collapses.
Goodbye,
Yeah.
villager number 4.
So wait, something spit something? Did I hear that right?
Spit something.
It was like a
it
green-
spit green liquid.
Oh,
On
great.
the
We have
other-
acid spitting monsters.
It wasn't this creature,
Awesome.
was it? It came from the pile of rocks, like the other side.
It came, like, you saw that guy snap a dude in half, and then somewhere behind him, a green spray of what seems to be some kind of acid landed on the villager in front of him.
I hate acid. Acid sucks.
Okay.
And you can hear the distant scream from another villager on the other side of the rock pile,
Oh, shit.
and it is cut short. But with that, Cassie is up.
Well, that's 3 villagers down. We're failing this mission already.
We haven't jumped yet, right?
We
Right?
can still leave. It's okay. They don't even know we're here.
Just walk away. Hey, I have a disguise. Ain't nobody in the town seen me yet.
They don't know who I am.
They don't know who I am. Screw you guys, I'm going home. Oh, God.
I don't know if we just lost her or not, so I don't
I
know
think
if I
so.
need to.
Yeah, I
Her
think so.
text didn't go through. Oh,
Oh, there she's going.
Oh, she's here.
Ah,
What?
oh.
she can't hear us.
Oh,
I bet she's gonna cast another magic missile.
Ray of Frost.
What's that?
A frosty ray.
If it reaches.
And make sure you're keeping track of both of your spell slots.
Oh,
Just to make matters complicated.
Oh, little puppy. Oh.
Aw.
Don't let her fool you.
Oh, yeah. Oh.
Oh, that guy's
She loves
dead.
you.
That's what she wants you to think. She's a devil child.
Oh, that's where you get it from.
Right here. She smells like farts.
She's
Sounds
a
like
dog. She's supposed to smell like farts.
She's inside all the time. There's no reason. She eats dead things.
She
Ah,
farts.
you go, Cassie.
All right.
Wow.
So I'm assuming she's firing that at the same one with an arrow sticking out of its eye.
Probably.
Absolutely.
And that does
Probably this
12
one.
damage as one after another slams into this creature as it's just flailing wildly over this pile of rocks.
Yeah, you fooled everyone. Good job.
All right. And you can hear another explosion of rocks.
Look back at Cremender. Dad, do we really want to go down there right now?
And you can see it lunge for the closest villager to it and rips this guy to shreds.
Holy shit. Hello.
That's what happens when you have 4 hit points.
Oh, we could have murder hoboed all these fucking villagers?
With
Damn it.
one swing. All of them at one time.
But with that, commoners are going to get the heck out of Dodge.
They're gonna double move. Go, commoners, go. Oh, don't run right in front of that guy. No.
He's running around. It's just I'm moving a number of them. at
Don't
this
be a
time.
dumbass. Don't leave his area
Get
of
the
effect.
opportunity attack.
He's gonna
There's
kill
a
you.
Ben.
You little-
I'm only gonna know Ben's face is that yellow man now.
Okay. Alright,
Lucas has a Ben also.
okay, I
Aw,
got a amazing,
Oh.
I got an amazing shot of
Look,
the magic
Shiloh.
missiles.
Look, you have a boyfriend.
Aw,
Look,
this is all I've got for a pet.
you're useless. You're useless.
Okay, so you can see them all fleeing from their positions that they had only moments ago.
Oh, you.
Dropping everything they had and just booking it as fast as they can out of the quarry. Look
Doggy.
at that little guy.
Illyria, the
Hey,
nuts
Joe.
on the ground.
Wait, what's on the ground?
Pickaxes and rocks of
Well,
all
they dropped
sizes.
everything they
Yeah.
had.
The roof is on fire.
Are you leaving me?
But with
Go
that,
get your
Quebec
baby.
is up.
You can go get your baby. I'll understand.
Ben's turn.
I think my dog is barking at your dog.
So did I see Lothar like jump off the cliff or anything?
I didn't move.
He has not jumped yet.
So
I didn't move
I don't really
anything.
know how this whole featherfall thing works.
So we can hold hands and jump together.
I'm gonna look at Lothar and be like, "Well, how are we getting down?"
Step off.
You step off,
Are
bitch.
you sure?
Step up.
I if you allow me, Zen, I'll step
Yeah.
before him. Yeah, I'll step before him and just glide down.
With that held movement.
Yes, with
Of
that
course.
held movement,
Naturally.
because Grbender is afraid of the cliff. So
I know what happened to Rom.
So you can see
This
Lothar
is true.
step over the edge of this cliff, and unlike your last companion, he used to fall much more gracefully.
Okay, then I'm going to just jump.
if only,
This is what you call a leap of faith.
if only Lothar
Yeah.
knew how to feather fall.
And that's the
Okay.
end of Grbender.
Yeah.
Oh,
And that's how Grbender died,
I'm
children.
sorry, I forgot to put feather fall on you. No. That would be chaotic
There's
evil.
only 4 people.
So how far can I make it? Do I get all the way down to the ground, or
So let's say the top of the cliff to the bottom is just 5 feet of movement, and then from there you're free to move.
okay? So then theoretically,
Yeah,
I'm
it
somewhere
says
near
you
the
can
bottom
fall
now.
at 60 feet per round. So if it's
So
not
you make it to
60
the bottom this round, no problem.
Okay, so that should probably be all my movement then.
All right.
I think that means feather fall goes away.
Actually, it still lasts until the
Uh,
spell
one-
ends.
1 minute.
Yeah, so you get 10 rounds of Featherfall.
Yes, but if the creature lands before the spell ends, it takes no falling damage. It can land on its feet, and the spell ends for that creature.
And the spell ends.
Oh, well,
yes.
there you go.
Thank
okay,
you,
so
sir.
we don't have. Yeah, thank you for reading. Thanks.
Thank
Ben.
you for reading his spells.
Thanks, Ben. Okay, so I don't
Readings
have
for
anything.
winners.
And I'm gonna say, you go left, I'll go right. I'll take the wounded
Okay.
one.
And I believe I'm in range. I am definitely within range of that one. On the top, so I'm going to cast Sacred Flame.
All right. And it crit on its dex save.
Wow.
Of course
So
it
it
did.
passes. If it would have had disadvantage, though, it would have rolled a natural 1.
Aw.
So it rolled the best and worst of both worlds.
Well, you know what they say. Just the best of times, it was the worst of times.
Dickens.
Anything else you would like to do this turn?
No, that's a movement and an attack.
So any
Uh,
bonus actions?
Bonus, 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 bonus.
I don't think
Also,
anybody-
real quick, I think you've got, yeah. You've adjusted your cantrips so that all the ones that are like at 5th level that go up in damage.
Yes.
do so.
Yes, I have.
Awesome.
Yeah, that's how I rolled 13 damage that last one.
Just making sure. 13
Um,
on a D8.
Exactly.
Cool.
You know what?
beans.
Screw it. No, never mind. I'll get my hand on that. That's the first level spell. Okay, done. Done.
All right. Mushi.
Okay. Because I can only see one of the monsters, am going to. Let's see. First, I'll try and kill him, and then I might jump down.
Okay.
Let me see how far it is. Had it planned in my head, but I didn't really take distance into effect.
It always works so much better in your head.
It really does. Okay, I'm going to cast that on this one, the only one I can see.
All
This
right.
And then,
So
what?
So that's coming from the wand?
you can see that one, but you can't see this one.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah, the large rocks are blocking her view of
Ah,
that one.
And so then I'm going to take 5 feet. Oh, I see it now. Look at that. He's right there.
All right. So the 3 bolts slam into this creature with the arrow sticking out of its eye, and it drops it.
Oh, that's
And then I am going to use my lovely feather fall and go to right there. So that's 5 feet, right? 5 feet.
So 5 feet to the edge of the cliff, and then 5 feet to there.
10 feet.
Yes, so that's 10 feet. But I
That's 10
mean,
feet.
that was the fall. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. And I will keep that for my shenanigans.
All right. Anything else you'd like to do?
I'm good.
All right, Illyria.
I'm gonna shoot
Back
it
to the
with an
top of the
arrow. Has it
All
had
right.
a turn in combat yet?
Yes.
Yes, it
I mean,
has.
yeah, I was gonna say it had to have
You
because we made
can,
a full roll.
you can assume so by the remains
dead
of a villager
villagers.
in front of it.
Oh right, the dead villagers.
Oh.
All
I
right.
can tell Illyria's he's gonna lose some sleep over this.
So
All
that'll
right.
be I don't get sneak on it, which is a damn shame because look at those numbers. I think it's just the 10.
13. Just 10?
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't have the advantage roll
Yeah.
on that. So. Wah, wah.
All right. Anything else you'd like to do this turn?
No.
Yeah, she can just sit up there all day. Ah,
I got arrows.
All right, Lothar.
Alright, so there's only one evil bug creature that I can see, right?
Yes, you can. Or, yes.
Okay, it's within range. I'm why the hell not? Okay, I'm gonna use vicious mockery on it.
All right.
Your mother was a ladybug. Hopefully it understands me.
All 2 points of damage. Careful, don't spend them all in one
It's a
place.
D4, so that's half damage.
All right. So you shout these words at it, and it doesn't seem to have any effect on the creature.
I tried.
Almost like it passed its wisdom save.
My God, everything passes a DC 16 wisdom save. This is crazy.
Hey, mine's only DC 13. Bite me.
I know. All right.
I don't think I have a DC.
You don't.
I'm gonna
know
move up
that.
here.
What if my DC is like 40?
It can't be.
Like, maybe it can be.
Uh-huh. My mom said so.
You're not the boss of me.
You're not the boss of me.
All right. Is that it for you?
Yeah, that's it.
All right.
Next time, don't viciously mock a praying mantis creature. Got it.
All right. So.
Okay.
Nope.
I'm still curious to find out what my curse is.
Yeah, I want to know how badly you're gonna fuck us over.
Because I get, I lose abilities, but I gain abilities based on the curse. So I'm really curious what he's gonna curse me with.
Okay, so you can hear another spurt of acid in the distance, and those who can see this villager narrowly dive out of the way, but as it splashes onto the ground, it kind of splashes up onto him, and it kills him. So he made his save, but he still died with half damage.
Wait, which villager was it?
That guy, for those who can see him.
I
Oh,
can't
geez.
see.
Oh shit.
I don't know if anyone can see him.
No, I can't see.
So his
I'm
heroic
sorry, Volpe.
dodge will go unknown.
I'm sorry, Volpe, I don't mean
As
to curse
another one seems to crawl over the large pile of rocks.
you. Okay, I'm not sure if I have something for that.
For crawling over rocks.
No, for closing up a hole.
And it takes a chomp at Lothar. Lothar, what is your AC?
It is now 17.
All right. So it clamps onto your armor, but you don't feel anything from its very apparently powerful jaws that seem to be dripping with this green liquid that you saw launched into the sky.
I'm not grappled, right?
You are not.
Okay.
And with that, Cassie is up.
Okay, I'm go ahead, shoot. I'm go ahead and cast the magic missile.
All right. Go ahead and take that out of your spell slots.
I'd like
And
to
sure.
roll my
3 of
D20.
these slam into the creature, dealing a total of 13 damage.
Wow,
Bam,
Yes.
bam, bam.
Man, her
Awesome.
missiles are on target tonight.
awesome.
Anything else you'd like to do?
I know do you think I should go ahead, cast another, magic missile, or I have to save my sorcery points?
Totally up to you.
I'd save it.
What do you say, Ben? Or Lucas?
Oh, I'd save it. We're not in dire need of extra spells at the moment.
I'll be end of my turn.
All right. And with that, the large insectoid creature in front of Lothar launches a green goo in his direction. And Lothar, roll me a dexterity save.
Oh, that's great. Shit.
All right, so Lothar, as this slams into your new armor, you can hear it dissolving along with the burning of your own skin, and you take 10 points of acid damage.
Oh, shit. Ow.
Oh man.
As you begin searching yourself,
No. I went to click on my thing and try to put the -10, and it clicked on the search button instead of. But yes, I am searching myself very, very deeply.
Lothar, damn it, stop touching yourself. Now's not the time.
Well, I did just get asinized. So I'm like... Okay.
Making sure all his nuts and bolts are in place.
All right, you can
Yeah,
hear
what part of
the
the armor did it hit? That's very
running
important.
footsteps of more villagers getting the heck out of here. 6, 1, 2,
I think we
3,
should
4,
stay on the
5,
cliff.
6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And with that, Gerbender is up.
Okay.
Acid damage.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Can I do that?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah,
Oh, why are you going up to it?
to flank it.
That's right.
No.
No.
And let's see how my little buttons work.
Well, staying away
The
from it.
Gerbender menu.
Staying away from it is just as bad because they could shoot acid. Oh.
All right, so with advantage, you slam your sword right into a gap, a gap in its exterior hide, and you pull back, and you can see this orange blood coating your blade as it lets out another screech, taking 11 points of slashing damage.
Excellent. I approve of this damage.
Anything else you would like to do?
Nope. I think I'm okay for now.
All right, Mushi.
Okay. Seeing that Lothar and Gerbender are doing such an excellent job with that one, I am going to aim for this one.
All right.
Such a...
I'm going to try this again and see if it actually likes me this time. I did better.
Right.
Right.
Good
So
job.
2 of those slam into this creature that just spits
Slightly
something
better.
at Lothar for a total of 16 fire damage.
Nice.
That's okay.
As it seems
Better
to
than
burn
last
the
one.
exterior of it. Exoskeleton, that was the word I was looking for.
Exoskeleton.
Yeah.
It scalds the exoskeleton and starts boiling it underneath as they make impact. Anything else you'd like to do?
I'm good. I'm actually good. I was gonna move, but I'm okay.
All right, Illyria.
I'm gonna shoot an arrow at it.
All right,
The
at
one
which
that's-
one?
The one that's being
All right.
Because I
And
get
this
the
one
beat
will
damage
get
now.
yes. All right, so 23 is going to hit for 15, which was the magic number.
Oh,
As you send this arrow flying through another one of these creatures' eyes and just drops outright.
scoped and dropped, motherfuckers.
I find it funny. Usually, the people in D&D that shoot bows don't nearly do as much damage as everybody else. Yet Illyria kills 3/4 of the people.
Everything.
Maybe they're
We
just
soften
doing
it
it
up
wrong.
for her.
Well, yeah.
All right. Anything else you would like to do?
No, I'm good.
All right, Lothar.
Okay,
Wow.
I see 3 on the initiative. Is there only 1 alive right now that I can see?
That you can see, I believe so. Yes,
Alright. Fuck this.
but you were hearing screams from the other side of the rock pile.
Alright, so. Yep. Oh god, there's no one. Alright, so I'm gonna do a new thing here. You got
Okay.
Yes, I am. Alright, so since I am in a touch area, I am going to inflict wounds on this guy.
All right.
Or not. Damn it. Wow. What
You
the
are
fuck?
not.
Ouch.
As you feel yourself being compelled to reach forward and touch this creature, you do so, and nothing happens.
And you pet it.
Wow.
As it rears back and turns its attention to you. As the one you can see around the side starts making its way in your direction
I didn't know there was another one over there.
and lets
By the
out
way,
a spray of this green spittle that you all are growing more and more familiar with. And roll me a dexterity save.
another dexterity save. Don't suppose cutting words would help me here.
Not positive.
15?
So a 15 makes it. So you're only going to take 9 points of acid damage. Wait, half of 17 rounded down. 8 points of acid damage.
Oh, okay.
You're still alive. This is good.
I'm still alive.
That one's dead. So Cassie,
Okay. Okay. Let me think. I wonder if I can. Let me see. I got. Think about when it cast a firebolt.
all right, at which one?
Well,
I don't believe you can see any from where
No.
you're standing.
if not, I'm probably gonna cast a magic missile.
Once again, you still can't see any of them.
Dang it! I can't. Should I come down?
That's totally up to you.
I mean, I'm scared for if it's a higher clip.
You did have Featherfall cast on you, and you've seen 3 of your party members go over the ledge after the spell was cast on them, and they seem to be unharmed.
Okay. And, if I can't see anything, that will be end of my turn.
All right. So the creature whom Lothar has his hand placed upon turns its gaze to Lothar and chomps down on him. And what is your AC, sir?
17.
All right, so you're going to take 13 points of slashing damage
Shit.
and 5 points of acid damage.
I should have killed
18.
him.
18 total. And you are currently trapped within its pincers as it has grappled you.
Oh no!
Mm.
It's a pincer attack.
Oh, I should have killed him.
And with that, the distant footsteps of the villagers fade in the distance. And with that, Gerbender's up.
Come on, Gravender, get him.
Bender is totally going to charge at this stupid mantis thing that's trying to eat Lothar.
All right.
sword high and ready to attack.
Once again, made it for flanking.
Do it.
Once again, you made it for flanking.
Exactly.
Beautiful.
Good positioning.
Didn't need it.
Didn't even need it. As you come crashing down with your blade right into its back for 9 slashing damage, as your blade is just being coated in this orange, viscous goo coming from inside the creature. Anything else you would like to do?
Does it not seem to be dead yet?
It is still standing, but it seems to be on its last legs.
Then I'm going to use one of my War Cleric abilities and do another strike.
All right.
So I'm using my bonus action for another attack.
Cool.
Nice.
So that's going to hit.
Yeah.
As you lop off another one of its legs, the creature just falls prone in front of you and slowly curls up and
I
dies.
assume that means it releases Lothar.
No,
And
I'm curled
Lothar
up
finds
inside of it.
himself released from its grasp.
Oh,
Anything
Okay, so
else
that
you
was
would
move, attack, and bonus, so that's it.
All right, Mushi.
I, seeing only one of these guys, this one, left,
Mm-hmm.
I am going to cast Fireball.
All right.
Shit.
yeah.
Nice.
All
I
right.
like this
Man.
spell a lot.
You are not kidding.
Way to go.
You really want to kill that.
All
But it's
right.
not. It's actually not. I wonder how
measured
many random villagers you're going to kill with it, but unless you won't hit
All
us.
of them.
I
Roll
don't
a
see any.
7
They're
on
all
a dex
gone.
save.
She checked.
They
She was
ran
like,
away.
"No, nobody's in 20 feet. I'm gonna kill this thing."
And just boom, this enormous ball of fire slams down onto this creature and just begins to charbroil it.
Oh shit.
Does
And
the
it starts
temporary glow?
squealing and screeching, but is still standing.
What? It would have been so cool if I just was like, is dead. Ugh. That's okay, I'll deal with it.
Anything else you would like to do this turn?
I would like to take 2 steps forward. But I'm good.
All right.
Lucas, why are you covering your face like that?
Illyria's up.
I'm gonna shoot
I
it with
don't
an
know.
arrow.
Awesome.
Maybe.
because I'm
You
pulling
take
an
it
early
down.
Gerbender where I can't roll for nothing. Throwing an axe at a bush where nobody's at. That's how I feel right now.
So that's 8 piercing, right?
Yeah.
As it slams into the side of this creature and it continues to flail about wildly. Anything else you would like to do?
Nope.
All right, Lothar.
Okay. Lothar
Take
learned
it down.
Lothar learned his lesson. He's not gonna mock it, and he's not gonna run up to it. So I'm just gonna hit it with a sacred flame.
All right.
DC 16 Dexterity for 11.
All right, Lothar, how do you want to do this?
I
yeah.
want his mouth to be opening up, and then I just want that flame to just right through his mouth.
All right, so this creature continues flailing about wildly as its scorched exterior is clearly giving it some kind of pain. And as it's flailing about, squealing, Lothar lets out his sacred flame with pinpoint accuracy right down the creature's gullet. And this radiant light bursts from inside the creature. In doing so, it just kind of cracks it ever so slightly like a hard-boiled egg.
Oh my god.
And the creature just collapses as the orange goo oozes out of it.
Awesome.
And with that, we're out of combat.
Alright. Do you think I should come down?
Oh yeah. Does the feather fall still
You
That's still
have
active?
less than a minute to make that choice.
I'm go ahead and jump.
All right.
Yeah.
Cassie
fuck it. Whatever.
makes it down successfully,
Mhm.
along with Illyria. And as you both land, you feel the kind of weight of yourself just kind of slowly come back.
Are you calling me fat?
No, I'm saying you were feeling significantly lighter a moment ago before you
Uh-huh.
landed.
Uh-huh.
Oh, thank God.
Significantly.
You can't
Thank
have fat,
I have some
right?
time.
Well, I
I
want to
didn't
recover
kill
my
any
arrows.
villagers.
All right.
Woo.
So as Illyria is pulling her arrows out of the eye sockets of every one of these creatures,
There.
Mushi makes her way around the large rock pile in the middle to find no. Actually,
I didn't kill anyone. I didn't.
no. You see the scorch mark just shy of a villager whose face seems to have been melted off. Hopefully, not from the heat of that fireball.
I did good. I'm proud of myself.
And
I would, yes.
as the party members are making their way up and more or less looting these dead corpses of these ankegs, they see a familiar mark kind of burned into the faces of these creatures. It looks to be the same mark that you saw carved into the side of the murdered adventurers you saw underneath the town. Where is
Was it that goatee looking thing?
No. What is wrong with you? It's that. It's a triangle with a line on it.
Where
No.
did we see the goatee looking one?
That was on a business card.
Yeah, that was an unmarked business card. That evil bastard back in Fandalen.
It was another symbol.
Jeez. Who carves
Sorry.
mustaches into foreheads?
It might make them look more wise as they're killing people.
And
I absolutely believe
Compost.
Scanlan would do that.
and so as the party is kind of more or less recovering their arrows and making sure that they didn't murder any commoners, Grubender starts kind of looking about for loot, and he can see several pickaxes and kind of various mining supplies about the quarry, but there seems to be no items of value on these insect-like creatures.
So, like, none of the organs or, like, acid sacs or anything that seemed like they'd be useful?
It doesn't appear that any of these things would be of. It doesn't appear that any of these things would be able to sell for any value.
Oh, well.
So, Mushi, roll me.
Is there any chance we could use, like, an intact acid gland, like, tie it to an arrow?
Roll me a survival check for that. So, Mushi, what are you trying to get from their burn marks?
I'm just curious to see if we can see maybe like what these burn marks were from. If we can see if maybe they were like a branding tool or like if they were more of like a magic origin.
Didn't you hit it with a fireball?
So
I could check the other ones.
that's what I thought she meant at first. So I was like, it's from your fireball. When you went like this and it got cooked, but not completely.
No, like the symbol into their skin.
Okay.
That's what I'm sorry.
So it appears to have been more or less, not so much burned there, it's probably some kind of a magical influence to place it on their foreheads. Some kind of marking of an arcane nature.
Oh,
Okay.
thank you, Bella. I feel much better.
Was Lothar the only one that took damage?
Yeah, Lothar was the
Yeah.
stupid one and got
Yeah.
close to him. Yes.
That's why I said hashtag Grumps around it.
But
Oh
you
no,
were
that
very
was at the
effective at
armor,
flanking
wasn't it?
Yeah, that was at the armor. Oh, I was way up there.
That's bad.
Commander
blaming-
took advantage of Lothar touching everyone, though.
I'm blaming the armor. That's what I'm saying.
The armor made me do it.
The armor-
Your flanking was most effective. We appreciate that.
Hey, you know, I'm a team player. Oh, can I use? I'm gonna see if I can make this fly. Can I use mending on my armor? On
Sure.
the bits that were eaten by acid.
So
And
you
is
pull
there
out
any-
2 lodestones from your pouch and you begin casting this mending spell as your armor starts to slowly seal itself back up.
Okay. And when I checked everything, is there a way to see like what kind of magic may have caused it, or is it like just magic?
Essentially, just kind of like a magical branding. So, like, rather than like a hot iron, it's like a
It's just-
spell that was cast to mark these creatures.
It doesn't help. Okay. I'll leave the creatures.
Where are
alone.
these creatures? Where are they marked? Is it on? You said it was on their foreheads, or
On the forehead.
okay?
I would like
Then
to
I'm
look down the
going-
hole.
I am going to take my sword and hack off the head parts of all 5 of them.
All right. So, Lothar, as you come up onto this pile of rocks, it seems like they didn't necessarily leave a hole, but kind of just burrowed through the earth, collapsing the earth behind them.
Oh, convenient.
Very convenient.
And
Yes.
there's no cave this way. For some reason, I felt like there was a cave over here.
Nope,
but-
that's the other side of the large rocks you guys walked around.
Okay.
Hey guys, I might be heading off. I know some of my family are waiting for me.
That's okay. We're going to be wrapping up in a little bit.
Okay. Oh, exactly. Where are we anyway? Since I missed a few parts, so I'm having dinner with my
You
family.
guys went to the quarry in town.
Okay.
And then we fought those monsters and we killed them.
Yeah, we shot everything.
Okay.
You really didn't miss a lot. I mean, you were basically here just when we were
I didn't.
creeping up on them.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, I remember.
Mhm.
Thank
You're
you.
good. I would like to inspect these wagons to see what kind of rocks that they were putting on the wagons.
All right, roll me an intelligence check.
Oh man.
You find white stone.
If you were a dwarf, you'd have advantage on it.
Can I get someone over here to look at these rocks,
So you
please?
see a bunch of rocks of all sorts of shapes and sizes and pretty much uniform in color in the backs of these wagons.
I need someone with smarts about rocks, please.
Smarts about
Can I do? Can I-
Gurvinder hears
I
this
don't know.
and he says, "I've been told I have rocks in my head. Does that help?"
It might. Can you? And she picks up a rock and she says, "Can you tell me what this is?"
Wait. Okay, so it's an intelligence check, right?
Yes.
Oh no!
I swear to God, if you
Wow!
So Gurvinder, Mushi is holding high in the air a stone, and she's asking you what it is.
I'm gonna look at her really, really oddly and say, "It's a rock."
amazing.
Can I do?
And sadly, that's
history
better than
check?
me.
Absolutely, Megan. Absolutely.
Can someone come
I
and
think
look
I'm-
at these rocks for me, please?
Do you think we're gonna find out more about these rocks?
Oh, there we go.
All right. Cassie, you can judge that by the location of these rocks, they are probably very old, as if they've
Okay.
been here almost as long as the Earth itself.
Okay.
I would like to go, since everybody's looking at rocks, I'm gonna head over to the huts and check.
You're
them
not
out.
gonna help me look at these rocks and see what they were trying to mine for?
Nope. I'm going inside to see if there's papers to see what they were mining for. I'm gonna go read. I'm gonna go look inside the huts.
What a nerd.
Well, I'm gonna go too, so I guess that makes us 2 nerds.
All right. The pair of nerds
Trouble.
had.
I'm gonna take the other hut though, the middle one.
All right.
Yeah, I'll take this one.
Since everybody else is leaving, I'm gonna cast light on myself.
Okay, doke.
I don't need to worry about being stealthy anymore.
And I just want it to look like torchlight.
Can I cast light as well?
One
You guys
second.
could just go pick up a torch that's on the ground.
Yeah, that's true.
Or a torch? I can do a druidcraft.
I need both my hands.
I thought you didn't you take the Warcaster feat,
To me?
Gerbender?
No,
No. Oh, well, that's a shame.
no, I just like touched my helmet and it's now casting light all around me.
Okay, what do I
All
see
right.
in this?
So Lothar, you come up to the door of the shed,
Mhm.
throw it open, and you find various mining supplies of all sorts: rocks, barrels, crates, pickaxes, shovels.
Okay,
And Illyria, you come up to your shed, and you find a small padlock on the door.
I'm gonna pick that padlock.
because that's what she does.
All right.
Probably. Thingy. Nope.
Oh my gosh. I'm walking by
Really?
Illyria and I say, "Do you need assistance with your padlock?"
Really, I do.
I like how her critical is still 9.
I
Yeah,
know.
it's still a great roll for a
Seriously? Oh
Yeah,
my god.
I have a +8 to Thieves' Tools and I still double crit failed.
She's a
It's something
really-
like auto death or something. Don't you just like
That's
kill over and
still,
die
like,
from that?
magical
So, Illyria,
crit fail.
as you're using your thieves' tools on this small padlock, they snap inside of the padlock, breaking your thieves' tools
And jamming the
And
lock.
and jamming the lock.
Hey, I could always unjam it. I've done that before. Sorry.
Yeah, let's unjam this shit. What do I roll for that?
So, that's a good question.
I think last
More
time
thieves'
it was
tools?
just an assist for another thieves tool check to
So
pry
if
out
you've
the
got
thieves.
more a second set of thieves tools, I would say yeah, you could roll another thieves tools to unjam the lock.
I think you know a half elf that has thieves tools.
Ben, I'm guessing those are the 5 heads.
Yes.
Okay.
And I'm still looking for paper and ink and stuff. Yeah, so Lear's missing this middle shack here.
Yes.
I'm going to come over and say, do you think there's paper and ink in there?
Maybe?
And Lothar makes his way down to the... So
I'm going to bash the
Gerbender
door.
Please tell me that hits you. It
swings
hits you
his
instead.
warhammer at the door,
What the shit?
narrowly missing Illyria as she jumps out of the way at the last second. His warhammer crashes into the lock, severing it from the door, and the door slowly opens,
Oh, for fuck's
recoiling
sake.
from the force of the impact.
I would have laughed
Can
if
I,
the
like,
lock
kick
had
him
it.
in the shins?
And carrying this impact, I'm going to walk over, not up against the door, but I'm going to be up against the rocks looking that way.
I would honestly laugh if the lock had an AC of 10 and you failed to hit the lock. That would have been hilarious.
And
And I'm going to go to the
as
house.
she is walking back deeper into the quarry, she took note of several flickering lights, probably from torchlight, approaching from the entryway of the quarry.
Well,
As
in that case,
Lothar-
she's going to head towards that light.
I'm trying to get in this.
As Lothar makes his way to the third shed, it too is unlocked and very similar in appearance, is full of pickaxes, shovels, some rocks here, probably for storage or some sort,
Mhm. Well, I'm
Was
I'm gonna
that
take a rope and an oil lamp. Screw it.
was that these
I'm gonna
orange
stuff it in my
boxes
pack.
over here, or was it
Those
with
are
the
the
actual
heads.
people over
That's
here?
that's the heads of the creatures that I
Oh,
spiked
okay.
with pickaxes.
Well, in that case, she wasn't going to walk over there if she saw lights approaching. She's going to stay over where she was. Sorry. Because she was originally over here.
Right.
Okay.
So I'm
All
gonna
right.
take
So
some-
Illyria and Gerbender can see beyond this doorway a small coffer sitting on the floor,
Yeah.
and beside the coffer, a heap of damp sand
No.
with the ends of torches protruding. And beyond the coffer and the damp sand, they can see a long tunnel that looks distinctly familiar, as if you've traveled this tunnel before from the
Okay,
other
so it
direction.
is. Right. All right.
As if a priest might have been there. Intriguing.
No, he wasn't in this section. He was in the other.
Incense? Insand?
And Mushi, as the torchlight grows closer and they crest the hilltop, you see the familiar face of the town butcher, also the town constable,
Oh shit.
approaching with several other individuals all having like large meat cleavers in their hands and torches.
So that's the entrance?
Yes, down here.
This is the entrance down here.
Oh, okay. Well, that's where I meant to put those things.
Okay,
I thought the other place up there was the entrance.
okay, travel to there.
Well,
Okay.
she's going to be in front of the heads then, so they can see her. But she's going to say there was a nuisance, but we took care of it. Your meat cleavers are not needed.
All right, so she says this,
Yes.
and you can see the face of the butcher looks incredibly upset and relieved at the same time. As they continue forward closer to Mushi, he steps up to her and he says, "What happened here? I heard of some kind of an attack, and monsters and vicious creatures. What's going on here? What
She
are
says,
these?"
"We were-"
And he says, pointing to the heads atop pickaxes right behind Mushi.
And she replies, "We were making our way back to town, and we heard several screams, and we headed this way to find these creatures crawling out of the middle rock pile. And we thought better to fire first and ask questions later. We have slayed all that we have encountered.
Says, "And what of the miners?"
There have been several we have found dead. Others have ran. I assume they are the ones by your side."
No, they're just their cousins.
Says, "Nay, these are some of my lawmen, the other butchers who work in my shop. It's our job to uphold the law in this town. And I'm
And she
afraid I'm
looks
going to have to
behind
ask
her.
you and your friends to come with me."
And she looks behind her and she says, "These are the monsters you were looking for," pointing at the monster heads that Kabender so nicely put on stakes for her to point at. And she's like, "These are the monsters we slayed. They are the ones who killed your miners. We are the ones who have saved them."
And as you're making this gesture, turning about to kind of point at the heads, he reaches up and grabs the horn on your head and he pulls you down and he says, "And I specifically was told by the lot of you that no such occurrence would happen in my town again."
Oh shit.
He pulled the horn.
Does Illyria notice this?
I would say
Ooh.
Illyria take note of the torchlight coming up, which kind of distracted her from the tunnel that she was seeing down there. It's probably harder to make out the conversation that they're having.
But
From
like
the
she
distance
sees
you
the
guys
horn
are-
grab.
You do see his hand reach up and Mushi's head jerk down.
She swats
Okay.
his hand away as her other hand grasps tighter on the staff she's always holding, and she points her finger at him and she says, "I never said that we would protect you from insectic beings. She says, if you touch me again, that'll be the last time you touch anything.
And Illyria's got her bow drawn. She's turned around and she's got it like right on him.
She says, we were here and we helped you. We did not have to. This was a choice we made. I think an appreciation would be more in order than a threat.
All right, Mushi, roll me a persuasion check.
Ooh.
Does the arrow pointing at his face right now persuade him anymore?
He has not taken note
I
of the
don't
arrow
think he
pointed
has
at
dark
his
vision
face.
and can see you from that far away.
Motherfucker.
I think a deception check would be better, but we'll go with this one for now. Because
Perception?
I'm better at
Wrong one.
deception.
No.
Wait, what did he say?
All right.
Persuasion,
What?
not perception.
Oh, persuasion. Okay, yeah, that was better.
Which
Hey,
should be a
guys.
little bit
Thing
more
you're good at
apparently.
because it's got your charisma.
No,
Hey,
never mind.
All right.
It's
Oh,
good.
no.
So he looks visibly kind of taken aback that you kind of struck him, and he says, like he pauses for a moment at this, and he looks once again at the heads of the large beasts behind you.
And let me know when I get up there.
Illyria's
Alright.
edging.
I basically ran up there.
Right. So he's looking at the large heads of the heads of the large beasts behind you, and he looks again at you, and he looks to the staff, and he looks back to you, and he says, "You have my appreciation for saving those that you did, but know that there is a fine line in my town when it comes to reckless adventurers coming through here and doing what they will." And with that, Grabender comes running up to Mushi's side.
I didn't really hear much of that, did I?
I would assume you heard like the tail end of it.
Okay.
And
Butcher, Captain, Person, did the miners get away? We tried to save as many as we could. Are they safe?
And he turns his attention from Mushi to the Dragonborn, who's kind of run up, and he says, "I believe most of them did, yes."
Oh, thank Bahamut. Oh, I'm happy to say that we were able to take care of the rest of the creatures before you arrived, but we do not know if there will be more of them coming. Are you here to
What
help?
makes you think there would be more coming?
Well, they simply burrowed up from the ground. We have no way of knowing how many there might be.
And he looks kind of between Grabender and Mushi to the large pile of rocks, and he says, "They burrowed up from there." And in a question.
It appeared so, yes. At first, we only saw one, and then a second and a third. It was happening while we were fighting. I didn't see exactly where they came up, but the first one definitely came from that large pile of rocks.
And he once again turns his gaze back to Grabender and he says, "And you lot did what you could to save those miners that you could. Is that what I'm gathering?"
Are we speaking common or not? We've said that already.
And Miyoshi kind of
And
I'm going to
darts
ignore
his
all that and
eyes-
just keep saying.
He darts his eyes to Illyria and he says, "I wasn't talking to you, Dark Elf."
Well, you are
and
now.
Miyoshi kind of boldens up and she
And-
says, "I already told you what I had to tell you, and that is what all my friends will tell you, or what all my companions will tell you as well. If you don't believe us, then don't. But we were only here to help, and if you don't believe us, then we will be on our way, and you can deal with this on your own."
He looks to Mushi with a look probably that of concern as he says, "I do not intend to be rude,
And
but
yet
within
you're
the
managing
past
it so
few
well.
days, since your lot's arrival, there have been countless murders in my town, of my villagers, of my people. know that we would do anything that it would take in order to get these deaths to stop.
Well, surely you are aware that we arrived here having heard of horrible
Great
evil
evil.
arising in this land. We came, in fact, it was, Lord, was it just 2-3 days ago now? We came and we began questioning everyone we could about the stories we'd heard, about the demons that we had heard lurking. And while we have yet to find them, I think you see the signs all around you. If these beasts are not common here, surely this is yet another sign of the evil rising in this land.
And he looks to Rubender and he says, evil comes in all sorts. I do not
Good.
appreciate being lied to from strangers in my own town.
Who has lied to you?
And he kind of makes a broad gesture to the lot of you, and he says, or to Illyria, Mushi, and you, Rubender, and he says, I was told by young Braylon that the three of you were down there, not simply slaying rats, as your story seemed to imply, but that you lot had a hand in slaying his father.
And Miyoshi is going to look at him and she says, we have only come here to help, to slay the evil in this land. If you have any... What's the word I'm looking for?
And I'm going to interrupt her and I'll say, did young Braylon also tell you that his father attacked us?
Oh my god. Fuck.
Damn it, Bender! I didn't say that. Damn it. Okay.
Lothar, what is your passive stealth?
Not that great. It's 16 actually. It's my passive stealth.
16.
Hey, that's
Alright.
not bad.
I'm taking very
I feel
care
like it
to
is
move
left.
while they're talking.
Before you did such, as you
Yes.
kind of blink out of there, his gaze immediately darts to the void where Lothar was a moment ago, and he draws his weapon.
Hold on. How far away am I? 30
You
feet?
were there, but Cassie has light cast.
Oh, I
So
thought
you're currently illuminated by her, and then you just disappear. And he rolled a
That's fine.
19. So he sees this guy just blink out of existence. So as he draws his weapon, and he points to where Lothar was standing, he says, what's the meaning of this then?
Meaning of what?
He says,
Does-
you're a... Go
Does
ahead.
Miyoshi see him like out of her peripheral vision,
I would say
or is
probably
that too far
not.
behind her? Okay. Well, then never mind. She wasn't gonna say anything.
Excuse me.
Never mind.
So he says, your friend just disappearing like that.
Now, did he get a solid look at what I looked like?
Aren't you wearing the
Are you
disguise?
still the red?
Yeah, you're still in
hair?
disguise in your armor.
I'm still in disguise, but I mean, I'm just
You have
wondering if
no way of knowing.
no way of knowing. All right, I would like to walk up here, right next to him, and I'm going to cast a minor illusion on my face, which I don't think this breaks invisibility since it's not an attack. That's your call on that. But I'm gonna do the I'm gonna minor illusion
The spell ends for a target that attacks or casts the spell.
or cast a spell. Okay, that's fine. I'm gonna minor illusion my face to look like the mask that the Delvers were wearing,
All right.
and I want to appear right next to him with that mask on.
What bad idea number is this?
All right.
I think we're at like
Okay,
at
that's
least
neat.
double
That's-
digits.
Yeah. Well, you know what? I'm doing what I do best, and that's lie, cheat, and steal. So. Damn it, Cassie! Why'd you have to cast light? I didn't even
I would
realize
have
that
thought
was her
about
light.
it. I would have deleted it.
No, that's. I was in all. I'm not gonna retcon it, but I was actually trying to sneak that whole way, and I did not notice that was her light. So, but anyway, besides the point.
All right. So as you appear immediately in front of him with this mask on your face, he takes a swing with his longsword. And what is
Are
your
we gonna
AC?
kill the sheriff?
17.
No,
I know I don't
we
have
won't
like
kill him.
a thingy.
I'm gonna.
Can I at least try to throw my shield in the way?
No, I got this. I'm gonna put my hand up and I'm gonna use cutting words on it.
All right.
And my cutting words are gonna be, the Delvers tell you to leave these people alone. And so I'm gonna try to do that.
All right.
Of course,
Unless he doesn't know shit about the Delvers.
unless he doesn't know shit. -2. 2 is attack roll.
As you place your hand up, you feel this slashing cut of his blade for 11 points of slashing damage.
That's fine.
And he looks to the party and he says, "The lot of you intend to kill us then? Is that it? Bringing the
And-
wrath of the Delvers upon us?"
Oh shit.
And
Okay, that didn't
Miyoshi
work.
looks at him again and she says, "Like I said, we mean no harm to you. We're only here to cleanse the village of evil. We mean no harm to the villagers, to the innocent. We only want to get rid of the..." God, I'm like brain farting.
The evil
Of the-
influence rising this
evil
land.
in... Thank you, Ben. That's exactly what I said.
And he
The
places,
evil
his,
influences.
he places his blade up against Lothar's throat and he says, "Evil influence such as this."
And
oh,
she
he's pointing
places,
towards me?
places
Blades in your throat.
Okay.
And
and she
since
places her hand against his shoulder in a gentle,
well,
very
hang on.
He wants
Okay,
to
I'll hang
attack.
on.
He wants to.
since Grabender didn't actually see Lothar disappear, and it's now this guy with those masks,
Oh Lord,
he's going to attempt to grab the guy.
All right. Roll me I believe it's an athletics check. And Lothar,
And I
you
didn't
oppose
see him
it
change
with
either,
acrobatics
so-
or athletics. You see one of these stone masked individuals pop up, and you saw the town constable slice at him
Fudge.
while you guys are standing there.
Lothar's
All
gonna
right.
die.
So, Bender, you reach for him as he kind of slips out of your grasp.
Okay. Well, seeing Gerbender try and
Hold
grab this
him.
person that approached this guy, Miyoshi's going to step in between this guy and this Delver because she didn't see him change into him or anything. And so she's
Right.
going to put herself in between this guy and this Delver. So I don't know if you can do that on the map because I don't want to be like on top of him.
So
But
you're trying to like push him out of the way?
I pushed him out of the way, standing in front of him, so me and Lothar are face to face, and the guy is behind me, so he can't hurt the guy like that. Yes.
Okay. So you
And she
reach
said-
forward and shove the guy back. Blade still at Lothar's throat.
Not like harshly, but like enough to move him, like with an open hand. Not like I'm trying to hurt him. Like just like get out of the way. I got this.
So are you facing Stone Mask guy or the constable?
I am facing the stone mask guy because I
Okay.
don't know who he is. Damn it,
So-
Lothar!
You hear a voice over your shoulder saying, "So he's not with you then?"
Get him!
What'd you say?
Don't let him escape!
And you can see the four individuals raise their cleavers. And
You
that's
better
where we're
turn
going to end it
invisible
for
again.
tonight.
Oh no!
I was totally gonna say the only thing that changed was my face, so all the armor I was wearing is the same. So
You still got all that armor, you just got a mask.
I have an intelligence
Well-
of 8.
yeah.
this is fun.
Hey, I tried to
I have
grab you.
no
I didn't
excuse,
attack you.
okay?
I know. I know.
You have no excuse.
Hey, at least we know he's not with one of the Delvers because he attacked me. So, shit.
At least this guy knows we're here to protect him, right? Like, we're doing good.
Not really. This guy doesn't know shit because
He's a
we've lied
butcher.
about like everything.
He's a butcher.
He doesn't know what the fuck we're here to do.
oh
Oh
man.
my god.
I'm sad that he didn't hear my zingers though.
We didn't take those masks with us. They were found there with the bodies.
Mm-hmm.
But he can replicate it as a
No,
disguise.
I'm just saying. Not for Lothar. I mean,
oh,
the
okay.
constable. When he found the dead people, he would have found a lot of masks.
Mm-hmm.
If he thinks the Delvers are bad people, it'll be a lot easier to convince him that we, were attacked and killed bad people.
And if he would have checked
And
out
we
the
didn't know.
masks, he would have known they
And
were
we
just
didn't know
citizens.
if he was one of them or not, so we couldn't tell him about it.
So, to completely metagame this,
Oh
you guys
no.
didn't check the bodies. You were told by the old guy that there was at least one other guy down there, and so you don't know what condition the bodies were
That's true.
found in down
That's
there.
true. Well,
Well,
If we can, I would like to try ending our sessions with something that I saw on somebody's stream that I think I liked. It's your character's highlight for this session, as well as what you hope to accomplish next session.
oh
Which
god.
will help like build yourself in character, as well as helping me to kind of know where I need to put my focus for next session.
I like
Sounds
that.
good.
I don't think I'm prepared to answer those questions.
You?
You can answer them privately. You can just whisper him.
No, I mean like in general. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing from session to session. I just put arrows in things and let smarter people take the lead.
Let's see. Did I have a highlight?
You
this
are the
game?
smarter people.
My highlight was I didn't die yet. That's a good highlight. And let's see. Going towards next session is to not die.
Okay. My highlight is I'm pretty proud of myself for talking to this guy because I'm extremely bad at role playing and I'm trying to work on that really bad. So I'm pretty ecstatic about that.
I'm proud.
And
of
my plans for next session is to get this ox that I bought. I'm pretty excited about the ox.
you.
And
Forgot about your ox.
and I want to go north to see what that fire symbol, what these people are gathering for. I would really like to see what that is about. I don't know if it's gonna be next session or the session after, but I'm
That's like what
looking
you're
forward.
hoping to do.
That's
All right.
that's what I'm excited about.
Awesome.
Especially the ox, though.
I need to listen to myself more because I had this whole thing planned out totally different than the way I decided to execute it.
Not just this, but the last time too, when Lothar was invisible.
Well, no, that went as how I thought it would. But honestly, I grabbed the pickaxe because I was gonna come out as a worker and just walk by him to begin with. But then I decided, oh, you know what? I'm gonna turn into a delver and I'm gonna talk to this guy because I'm a fucking dumbass.
Because you're really good at creating lies.
I'm trying,
Not
apparently.
cohesive ones though.
Yeah, no.
Hey, I've
Part
got a
of
new
being a good
face.
liar is making sure the story makes sense.
Okay,
Oh Lord.
I didn't make up the stories that weren't cohesive. All mine were. Okay, that's not my fault.
But there wasn't a lot of foresight into it, is what I'm saying. Like, claiming that you're not part of the group when you are means that you're isolated from the start.
I never said that.
You did. You told the chick in the tavern that you and your sister came in from the west.
Yeah, with you guys. I never
the
said that
east.
We came in from the east.
Yeah, you didn't say that you came in with us. That's the thing.
No, because you guys weren't
Like,
there.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
You guys were buying meat.
But
Lothar
but
saw
my
people.
point is that you have to pay
Yep,
attention to that
it's
shit
the-
because you know
and
that
their
we're talking to
friend.
people in town
Yeah.
and you're talking
Lothar
to
was
people in
telling
town.
people that Lothar or Gunther, Cassie, and their associates, their party, came from the east.
Yes.
Well, he didn't tell us that, and that's the most
Right,
important
right,
thing.
Well,
right.
yes, because I was trying not to give any information out. That's what that was the whole point. I was trying to be James Bond here, but it didn't work. Oh goodness.
Just saying, if you want us to lie with you, we have to know what the lies are before you start telling them. Or be there when you throw it out so we know about it.
Oh my god.
So far, I think my highlight of this session was getting to continue to try to do the right thing, even when everybody else around me's lying, and I keep going, "Why are we lying?"
Ruben's
So-
such an innocent character.
He tries to be so good.
He's such a precious cinnamon roll.
We'll call
And,
him Precious Cobbler.
Precious cobbler.
Oh, geez.
I know as far as things I want to accomplish next session. I don't know. I do want to try to get more into the story arc we're trying to follow here.
Yeah, I'm trying to
some of
figure
the-
out what the hell we're doing.
The evil guys and all that kind of stuff. And I don't know. I guess less of the wandering around town.
Okie doke.
I feel like we're finally getting there.
I think so, yeah. Took the long way around, but we're getting there.
It's a very long detour.
I need to quit getting myself into trouble. Really need to quit getting.
Or at least forewarn us.
I don't know how we're gonna get out of this one. You better turn invisible and just like disappear again,
I
because
mean, I could do that, but
and we'll
you
just
guys-
pretend it was the Delvers.
You just need like a third disguise.
I mean,
Like retire that one and start a new one.
you will take an attack of opportunity from stepping away from Grubender, Mushi, and this butcher guy.
because we're not friends.
I was not attacking. I was just putting myself in between the two in case
Right.
they were to attack him.
No, but
So you
right
see
now
this-
we're enemies. So.
Yeah.
Shit.
Well, guys, it's been an amazing session.
Yes.
I actually
Yes,
have
good job,
to
everyone.